the guest lecturer. I'm Dr. Johnson.
Retiring?
Not yet. Don't worry. Trust me. I only get paid $15,000. Yeah, thank you. Where's the roll? Give me the roll. Give me the roll. Come on. Come on. The roll. The roll. The roll. Thank you. Loy.
Here.
Tabari. Megan. Zuri.
Excuse me. Question.
What?
Okay. So I was wondering, do you know how an octopus like go to war?
No.
Armed.
And we're back. My name is Elena, and I go to Tucker High School.
Good to see you. Now, Myles Anthony and I go to DeKalb School of the Arts.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Did you know the other day I had to visit my grandparents? Talk about rough.
What do you mean? I love my grandparents.
Oh, well, I love mine too. It's just hard to talk about certain things I'm interested in with, Instagram, music, sports, TV.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Movies, books, school, YouTube.
Yeah, we get it. And I think I know how to help you out.
Okay, tell me.
It's actually the subject of today's kickback. The pit crew plans to discuss the differences and similarities between generations.
Similarities? Sometimes I feel like we're living on a totally different planet than our grandparents.
It's funny you should say that. We sort of are.
Well, I guess that's true. Music has changed, movies changed, style has definitely changed.
Well, for some of us, more than the rest of us.
What are you trying to say, Myles?
Oh, nothing. We'll see you after the show. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, and above us is only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Imagine there's no countries. Oh, it isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. Oh, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possession. It's easy if you can. No greed or hunger, yeah. Only brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Hi, I'm Elena from Tucker High School.
And I'm Myles Anthony from DeKalb School of the Arts.
And today we're with our special guest, Tabari, the content creator.
And we will be discussing generational differences. Let's get started, guys. All right, so the biggest thing we always talk about is what is the difference in music back in the day as into now?
Of course.
Y'all not gonna beat me up? I don't want to.
No.
You know, I actually enjoy all types of music. So I grew to the stuff that's current. But I think when we're talking about hip hop, I just think a little bit more thought into things.
Yeah.
You know, when I was coming up, it was more about the lyrics. It was more about the lyricism. It was more about the production. It was more about taking time into it. Now I hear some of like the young rappers and they say, hey, I went in the studio and I made this in like 15 minutes. Like that does not make me, you want to appreciate your art. You know, I feel like, you know, when I was younger, when I was your guys' age, people just took the art and the craft a little bit more serious than they do now. But I still like it. You can kind of get into the groove of the beat. I think it's more about the beat. You know, you guys can't do anything if it ain't got an 808 to it. You know, so you know, it goes more about the beat and more about the production than it is about the lyrics.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about music, but style
Right.
is another big thing. So when it comes to style, what do you see between the generational differences?
I mean, some of the things, like when I look back at pictures of the 90s, everybody wore stuff that was like quadruple X, you know,
Yeah.
and now it's just the opposite. You know, I wonder how some of these kids get into the clothes that they had, the skinny jeans, like, you know, and some of the other, you know, dressing trends that are very interesting. You know, I say that, you know, we kind of stayed away from. But, you know, I think when you talk about fashion and style, it's always progressing and nothing is new. So you'll look at some styles that are going on right now and they may be something from like the 70s, or if you're looking at something, you know, some people might take something from a timepiece era, and I know, you know, y'all had an episode about fashion and things like that, but I think that's fashion when you go dip into some other time period and make it your own.
How do you get into music production? Like, how can you at least start getting into it?
Well, when I initially started, I was an A&R for 10 years, and so I worked at a bunch of labels and went that route. It was a lot more difficult. Things weren't accessible. Right now, some of the equipment that you guys have that may be like $100, a couple $100 to you have a full-blown studio used to cost like tens and thousands of dollars. You know, so basically what I would do, I would start writing and start producing and get around those people. Go to, everything is so accessible with social media. Where do those people hang out? What are they doing? You can be right up in the spot at any time that you want, you know, just by following somebody, and they want you to come to their events. So I would say, one, find out what your passion is. You may not be a rapper, but you might want to be an executive, or you might not be a producer, but you want to be somebody that learns about publishing. Find out what you want to, you know, what that passion is that you deeply want to do, and then find out where those people are and start engaging them.
Okay, now my big question about generational differences is that do you think that teens today grew up differently from how teens grew up, say, in the 80s or the 90s?
Yeah, like one of the main things is that I see with you guys' generation, you don't kind of get out as much as I had to go. Like when I was, the first thing, I was out at 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have a cell phone. I had to go meet up with my friends and play basketball and communicate. You can kind of communicate with your friends wherever you want. So I was always out. Yeah, I had to be in the house before the street lights and things like that, but my main objective was to get out. It wasn't about the phones, and I feel like the phones have made you guys a very different generation, you know, and we have to acknowledge that those things are, but those things are still accessible to you. Sometimes you got to put your phone away and live your life. You know, I go to events and I see everybody with their phone up. Are you enjoying the event, or are you taping the event? You know, it's about kind of you guys being smart enough that you want to enjoy life and say, hey, I can get away from the phone and put my phone away and enjoy an event.
Cause that's how it was. I think like when we were like younger, like probably up in like the 2000, we was like still like 8, 9, and 10 years old.
There was a thing that like you, and this is nothing. You just came. Your generation just came on the curve. But the phone. I was watching a television show. I think it was on the History Channel, and it's the most powerful device ever. You know, everybody's addicted to their phone to a degree. But you have to learn how to like use it for your benefit and know that when it's kind of, you know, being a distraction from other things that you're doing. So, you know, you got to just, you know, kind of just find a balance of things.
How do you get the older generation to accept the newer generation?
I think
that's hard.
You know, I think the conversations like this, you know, like I'm a person that like is right in the middle. Like, you know, I know this is a bridge, but I try to bridge the gap. Like I love the conversation of this. I love that you can acknowledge that there was something different, but you know, I can go listen to some of the older generation music. But I feel like and I can say this, my generation are a bunch of haters because they don't want to conform to what's new. It's like, oh, when I was younger, this is what it is. But you got to appreciate things, the new wave, because that's the fastest way. I say this: the fastest way for you to get old is to be out of touch with music, because music is the wave. Music pushes the needle to everything. Music changes the weather. So if you don't know what the kids are listening to, you're automatically old, and I don't want to be old.
I feel like, you know, and I totally agree with you, because my mom, because like she's doing exactly that, because like, yeah, she grew up in the 90s or whatever, but she still like get into our music, and like sometimes she'll vibe with me on like certain songs or whatever. My grandma, she doesn't do that. She's because like she's old school. She doesn't really believe in all that. And plus, like when we go on road trips with her, like we can't even listen to that music. Like we literally have to put on church music with her. Yeah.
But that's true, because obviously there's generational differences because there's such a big gap, and I feel like the older generation, you know, sometimes they don't want to come to it, and then the younger generation's like, man, whatever, forget it, we're this.
Yeah, like the younger generation is like, we're popping right now, so we don't have
like
to
it
listen.
doesn't matter.
But this is what I'm saying. Information is key to life. And for you to be better and have a better understanding about the music now, you always could research where things came from and the origination of things. Y'all don't sample as much as my generation, but a lot of the stuff, you can follow samples and go down a rabbit hole of, well, this was sampled from here, and put things together and understand that like music was created, you know, in the grooves of different things like that.
Just like fashion, nothing's new.
Everything's
sampled, lyrics are taken, you know, everybody flows, same thing.
You know, it's all about just patching it up a little bit.
But you know, another thing with our generation is that like we tend to speak up more for ourselves than like the older generations, cause like, and that's another thing with my grandma, cause like she really like she's always
I want to meet your grandma, man.
You need to express yourself more. She was like growing up, like her parents, they would not allow her to do all that. Like whatever they thought didn't matter, so they just had to go with
more freedoms. And like,
like I noticed that in the new generation versus the old generation, we have a lot more kids going around, especially when it comes to fashion, just whatever, like sweatpants, short shorts.
Everybody's open now.
Yeah, everyone's just open, because I feel like there's been more freedom throughout the years, and this is basically how it is right now.
Yeah.
Well, it was great having you on our show today. Thank you. Let's give him another round of applause.
Wonderful.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Elena from Tucker High, and this is Hey You, where I get to interview cast members. Today we're here with
Keith from Druid Hills High School, and I'm in 10th grade.
All right, Keith. How are you today?
Feeling average.
All right. Keith, where are you from?
Born here, Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. So we're in the same grade. We're in high school, right? And yeah. I could tell you seem like a guy that actually enjoys high school. But if you had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, what would the number be?
Well, high school does have its downfalls and a few ifs and whats.
Totally understandable.
So maybe just a bit of 6 out of 10.
Ah, that's good. And anything that makes it good about your high school experience? Anything bad you've experienced?
Well, there's a lot of good things I want to say about it.
Like the bridge. You found out about the bridge. Yes.
Especially the bridge, since
All right.
my drama teacher advertised it so much.
Yes. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Well, when you think about school, I know there's always a lot of things everybody wants to do before high school, but what's on your before high school ends bucket list?
I would really like to be in more acting programs and do more plays and acting, because it's my passion.
Wow. That's good. I understand. So is there anything that you want to say to the viewers, any or your future acting fans, your drama teacher, any messages you'd like to send to them?
All right. Make sure you watch The Bridge. It is a good show.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep. Just watch it at the library or at home. Just watch it.
Well, thank you, Keith. It was great having you.
Thanks.
Thank you for giving your time. This was Hey You, and make sure to watch the next episode.
Hey babies, it's Professor Bernice here with all this other soul food and love. Now the other day, my grandbabies had came over to my house. I cooked my old Gloria green cabbage and sweet potatoes, all of that. My grandbabies walked into the kitchen. I was like, what y'all got on? Grandma, that's a style for the day. I was like, style? What you mean style? Baby, she had on ripped jeans, baby. When I say ripped, they was ripped. And then she had on this little, what's it called? The little crop top thing. Yeah, baby, you look like you got mauled by a bear. That's what you look like right now. You like a bear took your pants and just, I don't know. And then my grandson gonna walk in the same way, had the ripped jeans on, got pants sagging. I'm like, boy, if you don't pull your pants up when you walk in my house. And then he had the fanny, little, what's that called? The fanny pack on. Back in my day, we used to wear the skirts that went all the way down to the knee, all the way down to the knee. Then we used to have the little silk blouses on and everything, the little penny loafers. So, baby, back then we knew how to dress. Okay, this Professor Bernice signing off now. Have a blessed day now.
Hi, I'm Amari from Arabian Mountain High School.
And I'm Trinity from DeKalb School of the Arts.
And welcome back to another episode of Take Flight. Today we'll be talking about Estonia. The capital of Estonia is Tallinn.
And their population is 1.216 million people.
That's a lot of people. Their official language is Estonian.
Well, I wonder where they got that language from. A flight from there is 12 hours. Girl, that's a whole half a day.
Exactly. Too long to be on a flight. They are known for doing exceptionally well in Olympics.
Do you think that's where Michael Phelps came from?
Probably not.
Well, their public transportation is free to all citizens. Girl, forget Amarta. I'm going to Estonia.
They are the first country to adopt online voting in 2005.
Wow, so that means every time we go to the polls, I'm going to think of Estonia. They are the least religious country in the world, and that's amazing, meaning they can worship whoever and they want to.
And however they want to.
You're right.
Well, thank you for tuning into this episode of Take Flight.
Welcome back to Weird Science.
Today, we'll be doing my favorite, my specialty, making music out of wine glasses.
Before we start, we need to know the rules.
What are the rules again?
No horseplaying.
Oh! Always pay attention, and if you're injured or lap, go immediately to an adult.
Now, all you need for this experiment are wine glasses and fingers and water.
Preferably the index finger.
Fill the wine glasses with water. The more water you have, the lower the pitch. Use the middle finger and push until you make a sound. Push firmly, but not too hard.
Let's all try.
Let's see. It better work.
Listen, I practiced 100 times.
But
it should work.
But it's worked every time I did it. Like if this one time it don't work, like I don't want to be like looking dumb. Go ahead, you start. You start. Yeah.
Now, how about this one?
Jesus. Yes, give me some. Okay, let me see if I can do that because, you know, I'm a little musically challenged. I can't do it, y'all.
Oh, come on, you've done this before.
But I've done it 100 times. Oh, there you go. Oh, no. You don't want to do it. You don't want to work? It's fine, that's cute.
Wow, music's hating. Oh,
Push down.
you gotta push down. It don't work.
It doesn't work.
Oh my god.
Didn't need it. Do you see those?
You sure needed it. Alright.
Hello.
That was really cool. And remember, guys,
stay weird.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Elena from Tucker High School, and this is Yes, where we have special music performances from special guests. Today, we have Josh Sideeq performing his song, FWYS. So let's make some noise, everybody.
Look, I'm gonna need y'all to be lit with it. Yeah? Yeah. Look. Look, I don't want no problems with you. I just wanna be official. Wipe your nose, get you a tissue. Know you going through some issues. You been living good, trying to tell me what you won't say. We been living good, got you sipping on that say. All your friends around, you just wanna take your place. Forget what you say, forget what you say. Big caddy, big wheels, big daddy. I pull up on her, think she got a big fatty. Hey, what's the addy? I slide on the tap the fatty. I'm automatic, cause the time don't really matter. I'm with the static, I share the beef with the platter. I bang the gavel, I'm in the court, I never tattle. I'm in the shadows, cause people trying to sneak and rattle. Hey, what's the matter? I got them bands in the ladder. Look, cause that's a habit. And we put them bands in the cabinet. Hey yo, shout out to the real Stevie. He couldn't make it, but he's still out here talking greasy. Yeah, because I'm cooking with the left hand. Hey, big pants, eating with the right hand. And you a scam, cause that's not your pants. Hey, sit down. Boy, you a big clown. Want no problems with you. I just wanna be official. Wipe your nose, get you a tissue. Know you going through some issues. You been living good, trying to tell me what you won't say. We been living good, got you sipping on that say. All your friends around you wanna take your place. Forget what you say, forget what you say. I'm the man, but you already knew that. My old girl make it bounce hydraulics. Eyes roll back, cause that's how I like it. Beat it real good, got you calling out Papa. I represent from the East Coast, yeah, that's my side. I'm from Philly, so you know how we ride. I can pull up right on you, I'ma slide. The routine stay the same every week, cause that's how you like it. I'ma take you get your nails done, take you get your hair done, take you get that brand new Coco Chanel purse. It's not about me, it's about you. But you always put me in a bad mood when you always bring up old chicks that I used to mess with. I can't control these girls, cause you the one that I'm stuck with. I try to show you loyalty, but you just think I'm reckless. I never broke one promise, so tell me just why you tripping. Hey, I don't want no problems with you. Hold on, I thought we'd be official, but we not, and that stuff be killing me like I never got it. When every time I wanted, just remind me when I got it. I wanted to move on, but you kept telling me to stop it. The night that you was going, I thought you emptied my deposits. I left you home alone, just knowing you out of pocket. Now that I know it's real, I just want for you to stop it. Look, no problems with you. I just wanna you wipe your nose, get you a. No, you going through something. Hey, you been living good, trying to tell me what you won't say. Living good, got you sipping on that say. Round, you just wanna take your place. Forget what you say, forget what you say. Listen, my artist, the real Stevie, couldn't make it tonight, but he told me to tell y'all stay in school. And listen, for all y'all haters, forever and ever, forget what you say, forget what they say, cause it don't matter.